creatures use their spinners to help catch their dinner, so they'll have more time to play.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
Puppies just love to chew, and their teeth get stronger when they do. All the piggies in the puddle love to cuddle in the muddle. See the little baby bunnies with their fuzzy little tummies.
There's chickens, ladybugs, even snakes can use a hug.
Growing up like me and you.
Let's see how they grow.
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 Me and you.
Let's see how they grow. Let's see how they grow.
All creatures begin life as babies, just like you did. As they grow, they learn from their parents, from brothers and sisters and playmates, and from the world around them. They learn about neighbors and friends, about new things they've never seen before, and about playing and working together.
Look at this beautiful dog. She's a golden retriever. She just had a litter of puppies. Not one puppy, not two, not three or four or five or six or seven or eight or even 9 or 10 or 11, but 12 little puppies. One of them is me. That's me on the top, Rocky. You probably can't tell us apart. We look alike, don't we? Boy, are we hungry. We go right to Mom and suckle. That means we drink her milk. Move over. There's certainly a lot of pushing and shoving, but there's plenty for everyone. After we eat, Mom cleans us up. Now, it's time for a nap. Look, I'm 2 weeks old now. Old enough to go exploring on my own. What's this? I better examine it. That's what puppies are supposed to do. Whoa, it moves. It moves a lot, but I'm okay. She's thinking I'm gonna knock the basket. Oh, whoa! Uh-oh. Mom! Anybody? Is there a ladder somewhere? I hope I get out of here before mealtime. Otherwise, I'll be a basket case. Mom! When we're 2 weeks old, we start to eat meat and cereals as well as mother's milk. I think we need a bigger bowl. Maybe more food. Everybody really likes this. Are there any seconds? After we eat, we like to cuddle together and go to sleep. The perfect end to a busy day. I found a pile of blocks. We're 6 weeks old now, and we love to explore. I wonder if I can climb to the top. My brother Charlie is sniffing between the green and the yellow blocks. I'm climbing. Careful, Charlie. Don't make the pile of blocks fall. Oh. This is very high. Charlie, don't push the red block. Help! Help! Up here, Charlie, up here! Well, there's only one way down. Geronimo! I think that's enough exploring for one day. Mom, you wouldn't believe what just happened. I mean, you just wouldn't believe it. Can I have a snack? Please? There's no milk for me now, though. No matter how hard I try, Mother doesn't make milk anymore. By the time we're 6 weeks old, we've been weaned. That means we stop drinking Mother's milk. We need lots of exercise, and so we play all the time. Sometimes we even pretend to fight. But my brothers and sisters and I are really good friends. Being a puppy is really very tiring. I'm 12 weeks old now. See how much bigger my ears are and how much longer my nose is? My teeth are a lot sharper, too. I think I'll go off for some more exploring and let Mom have the bed. She can probably use the rest. Bringing up 12 puppies is a lot of work. I hope she won't mind that I got a little carried away chewing on the bed.
They grow. Let's see how they grow.
Are we born yet? It's hard to tell. My eyes haven't opened and I can't hear very well. My ears can't even stand up. This is my mother. That's my brother and sister. We're just a few days old. No need to push. There's plenty for all of us. We lie close to Mother and drink her milk. But every so often, Mom gets up. She has to eat too, you know. I hope she comes back soon. Mother checks up on us to make sure everything's okay. Then the three of us cuddle together. Here I am. I'm 2 weeks old. Our eyes are open, our ears are standing up straight, and our coat and whiskers are much longer. And we're very curious. I'm ready to go exploring. But first, I've got to get out of this basket. Easy does it. I've done it. How do I get back in? Oh, great. My brother's telling on me for leaving the basket. I better get back in before Mom sees me. It's harder getting back in than it was getting out. Look out! Everyone's asleep. But I'm too excited from my adventure to take a nap. What's that thing coming toward me? It's getting closer. I'm scared. Run for your lives! Things aren't as scary when you face them with your brother or sister. Let's see what it is. Maybe there's no need to be frightened. Maybe we can play with it. I kind of like this. I'm not scared anymore. This is fun. We're 6 weeks old now, and we spent hours playing and getting into mischief. We love running, pouncing, and chasing. I guess I got a little more wrapped up in my play than usual. My brother and I certainly like a good yarn. Cat food. And now that I'm 1 year old, I'm much too big for mother's milk. I spend my days doing all the things full-grown cats do. Right now, it's bath time. And then I'll have to get busy taking a nap. I have such a full schedule.
This is my house, and this is my dad. He's checking up on my mom, and she's sitting on top of me. I'm in an egg, and Mom's keeping me warm so I'll hatch. Parakeets lay one egg each day when they're nesting. As many as 8 in one nest. But there's only going to be 2 kids in our family. Dad can't wait to fly off and tell everyone the news. It's been 3 weeks since my egg was laid, and now I've hatched out of my egg. I'm blind and have no feathers. It's a bit chilly. Mom! This doesn't feel like Mom. Oh, it's my sister. Now we've both hatched. Breaking out of our shells was hard work. After a few days, our eyes open, our feathers start to grow, and we look a little more like parakeets. Our mother still has to feed us up to 4 times an hour. As the days go by, we get stronger, and our feathers continue to grow. And our colors begin to show. But we look a little scruffy still, don't you think? We're 5 weeks old now and completely feathered. I'm ready for my first venture out of the nest. Excuse me, one side, please. I'm trying to get out. I have exploring to do. New worlds to conquer. Wait a minute. This isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Whoa! Let me try it from the ground. Chest out, shoulders straight, and flap the wings. I've never seen a house like this before. I wonder what it would be like to live in a house like this. Hello? Anybody home? I'll just have a look around. The kitchen is very neat. I'd have to do something about the wallpaper. I think I'll go upstairs. A bedroom. That mattress looks hard. I'm used to a soft feather bed myself. Oh, this room has a fireplace, but my feathers keep me warm enough, thank you. This is a beautiful house. But I think I like mine better. Hey, what's that sound I hear coming from my house? It's my sister Sarah. Sarah can fly too. That's great. I'm gonna join her. Now we're adults. We have sharp hooked bills for cracking tough seed shells. And we come in a variety of colors. We like to get together with all our parakeet friends and have a sing-along. You can tell I'm a male parakeet by the little blue lump just above my beak. A female has a brown lump. We're very affectionate birds. We sing to each other and coo. Perhaps I should think about starting a family. On the other hand, maybe I'm still too young to settle down in a birdhouse of my own.
Let's see how they grow. Let's see how they grow.
You wouldn't think you'd find fish in a garden. But this garden is underwater, inside an aquarium. An aquarium is a house for fish. And this aquarium is my home. I'm Golda. And I'm in this little egg on this tiny branch. My egg is already grown. At first, it was smaller than a pinhead. After about 4 days, my egg hatches, and I emerge as a tiny fry, no bigger than a hair. A few days later, I'm swimming happily about with the others. After a few weeks, I'm not small fry anymore, even though I'm not very big. But I look more like a goldfish, don't I? Can you see my gills moving? My gills let me breathe underwater. I have a lot of growing up to do before I'm as big as this goldfish. Uh-oh. I think I disturbed him. I'll hide in the shell. I guess he woke up on the wrong side of the aquarium today. Is he gone yet? The coast is clear. As the months go by, I become less transparent. My scales get darker. Some even turn black. And then at last I begin to turn more gold until I become a real goldfish. Now I can play with everyone in the aquarium. There are wonderful creatures here. They don't look like me, but they're all goldfish. Look at this one. This goldfish is black. You could get lost in her eyes. She has beautiful ruffles, too. What a pretty fish. This kind of goldfish is called a redcap. He's older than me, but he's one of my best friends. We play together. And I watch and learn from him, too. The redcap and I race around the rocks. We swim side by side and explore the aquarium. I feel safe with the redcap. He watches out for me when we're together. Now the redcap has stopped for a snack. He's always hungry. I know. I'll play a game and hide from the red cap. We like to play hide and seek. I hear him coming.
Golda. Golda. Golda, I know you're in here somewhere.
Here I am. Let's play again. This time I'll count and you hide.
Okay, anything you say.
I like the red cap. He's my best friend.
And you're a great little goldfish, Golda.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
We'll see birds hatch from their eggs. They can hardly stand on their legs. And spiders use their spinners to help catch their dinner, so they'll have more time to play.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
Puppies just love to chew, and their teeth get stronger when they do. All the piggies in the puddle love to cuddle in the muddle. See the little baby bunnies with their fuzzy little tummies.
There's chicken, ladybug, even snakes can use a hug.
Growing up like me and you.
Let's see how they grow.
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 Me and you.
All creatures begin life as babies, just like you did. As they grow, they learn from their parents, from brothers and sisters and playmates. And from the world around them.
And this story is about a chicken named Christine. Let's watch me grow. Look at this chicken. Isn't she beautiful? She's my mother. She's sitting on something. Can you guess what? She's sitting on eggs. And I'm inside one of them. My name is Christine. I'm just about ready to come out. I start to chip around the inside of my eggshell with my beak. I have a little rest, catch my breath. Then I try to push my way out. I push and push and push. I have to do it all by myself. It's very difficult. I'm nearly out. Ah, free at last! Hello, I'm out. Look, I can walk already. Where is everyone? Is that chirping from my brothers and sisters? There they are. Aren't they soft and fluffy? Mother, I've been looking all over for you. Look, John is on Mother's back. He's one of my brothers. We're about 1 hour old now. Our feathers have dried and they are soft and downy. I like to stay right next to my mother. She's very warm, and I feel very safe here. Now where's Mother going? What's she doing? She's pecking at something. She's eating. Nobody wants to miss this. Everyone's rushing off again. Wait for me! Good, there's lots. It's chicken feed. That may not mean much to some people, but it means plenty to us. I'll eat it like Mother's doing. Like this. Delicious. Now where's everyone rushing off to? They're certainly in a hurry. They're getting something to drink. I think I'll try it. Oh, that's very refreshing. I'm 8 days old now. Look how my feathers are beginning to grow. I'm starting to look more like Mother. We spend our days pecking around the barnyard, but there's still nothing I like better than cuddling with my mother and my brothers and sisters. One big happy family. Do you know who this is? It's my father. Look at the magnificent red comb on his head and the wattle under his beak. He's so handsome. And what's this? It looks like some kind of house. Who lives there? One of my sisters is feeling very brave. She doesn't think she needs to stay by Mother anymore. She's going inside the house. Dad's keeping an eye on her, though. There goes another one. And another one. And another one. Uh-oh, the house was occupied. Mind your manners or Father will have a word with you. Look how big I've gotten. My comb and wattle have grown and our feathers are longer too. Goodness, there's a frog in our water bowl. This water is for drinking, not bathing, Mr. Frog. Hop to it. Hop to it. Hop to it. Imagine sitting right in my water bowl. Maybe he thought I wouldn't say anything about it. He must have thought I was chicken.
my way, please. Coming through. Move aside. Oh, hi. I'm Marvin. Don't mind my brothers and sisters. We're pretty informal around here. Look at my mom. She gets up from the table right in the middle of the meal. I haven't had seconds yet. Well, I guess moms want to eat too. Maybe I should try some hay. When I get older, I'll like hay. But for now, I like my mother's milk a lot better. That's more like it. Hello, did I hear someone say meal time? Now that we're 3 weeks old, we're much larger and can eat solid food, like these pig nuts. Step aside, please. Coming through. Move down, thank you. Plenty of room in the back of the bus. I want to get big and strong so I can do grown-up things like my dad does. I'm not sure exactly what Dad does for a living, but I know it involves a lot of rolling around in the mud. He really enjoys his work. Someday, I'm going to grow up to be just like Dad. Here we are at 6 months. We're almost as big as Mom and Dad now. We love rooting around in the grass to see what we can find to eat. We don't really mind what it is. Roots, bulbs, a worm or two. Step aside, please. Coming through. Gangway. Oh, it's Dad's office. I don't suppose he'd mind if I dropped in. I'll just have a look around. This is great! I think I was born for this work! Oh, yes! Oh, here comes the rest of the gang. Make a pig out of yourself. That's it, all the way in. You've got to wallow in it. I feel very grown up. Dad will be so proud of us. This could be the start of a family business.
is the first time I ever stood up. I was just born. I'm sure glad Mom is here. Now, what next? Well, I'll have some of Mother's milk while I think about it. Straight from her udders. That's where her milk comes out. Delicious. Mom makes milk for a living, but I get it for free. That's our neighbor, a rooster. He came to say hello. I'm 4 weeks old now, and I've grown quite a bit. I have fresh hay to eat and my own stall with clean straw to lay on in a special manger just for me. I'm getting better at swatting flies with my tail and scratching myself too. I get itchy when flies land on me. That's better. Now what's that? My mother's very interested in it too. Mother's eating it. Well, that's good enough for us. Charge! I bet he wants some too. We'll try to leave you a little. Cows are grazing animals. Grown-up cows spend most of their time just eating grass in the fields. But we eat other things, like cow nuts, too. They're delicious. I don't know if there'll be any left for the rooster. Besides, this is food for calves, not for roosters.
They always say they're going to leave me something, and they never do. Chicken feed. That's all I ever get.
I'm 8 months old now. And at the end of a full day of eating, we like to settle down together and chew the cud. We all share a large barn now at night. We keep each other company, and we keep each other warm. Now I'm all grown up, just like Mother. We spend our days out in the field feeding on grass. We still enjoy being together and eating all day long. Grazing is a full-time job, but we have to do it to produce milk. Now that we're adults, our udders are fully grown and filled with milk. And every morning and evening we go to the milking barn where the farmer puts us on a milking machine. My milk is pumped through special pipes and bottles to keep it cool and fresh.
This is me, Sam. I was born only a few hours ago. Here's a picture of me first standing up. You can see I went right to my mother. I drink from her udders. They're filled with milk. Here's my twin brother. He looks just like me. I hope he keeps sleeping. More milk for me. I'm just kidding. Bah. Oh, here he comes now. That's the way. Drink up. It's very good for you. Now that's milk. Well, that's quite enough for one day. All that work of being born has worn me out. Oh, I think it's time for a nice rest. Here I am a few weeks older. I'm much plumper now. My coat has changed too. It's much thicker than it was. I heard something. It's another lamb. What should we do? She looks very friendly. She's going out into the field. Let's follow her. Wait a minute. This grass looks very appetizing. We're developing a taste for grass now. We'll have to come back and try some at this spot. But for now, never mind the grass. Where did that lamb go? Oh, there she is. She's a black sheep. She really is exactly the same as us, except that she's a different color. Mom, what happened? All your wool is gone. Mom's been shorn. That means her wool coat has been cut off. But her coat of wool will grow back. We're much bigger now, and we don't stay as close to Mother anymore. But we still like to stay close to each other. We don't drink milk anymore either. We just eat grass. We're like living lawnmowers. I see something. Look over here. Now what's this? There's a hole here. Come and look at this. I don't think it grew by itself. An animal dug this hole. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Something's down there. I can see a rabbit down there. Oh, he won't come out. He's very shy. Look, my brother found a bale of hay to play with. I want to play too. I wish the rabbit would come out of the hole and play. It's the rabbit. He's watching us play. Jumping over the bale of hay is fun. I wish the rabbit would play with us. He seems too shy. He just wants to watch. We're much bigger than the rabbit. Maybe he's afraid of us. won't hurt the rabbit. Now where is the rabbit going? He's hopped through our gate. He's on our hay. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're welcome to sit on our hay, but please don't bathe in it. Oh, I hope I didn't hurt his feelings. I think the rabbit is going home now. Well, back to our game. So where were we? Whose turn to jump over the bale of hay? Mine!
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
We'll see birds hatch from their eggs. They can hardly stand on their legs. And spiders use their spinners to help catch their dinner, so they'll have more time to play.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
Puppies just love to chew, and their teeth get stronger when they do. All the piggies in the puddle love to cuddle in the muddle. See the little baby bunnies with their fuzzy little tummies.
There's chicken, ladybug, even snakes can use a hug.
Growing up like me and you.
Let's see how they grow.
Me and you.
Let's see how they grow.
Me and you.
Let's see how they grow.
Me and you.
Let's see how they grow. Let's see how they grow.
Look around a peaceful pool of water in the countryside or the woods, and you'll find many wonderful creatures. There are birds and insects, amphibians and mammals. But all of them, like you, begin life as babies and learn about the world as they grow.
Look at this peaceful country pond. You could walk across it on this bridge. Or you could swim across it if you were a duck like this. Isn't she beautiful? With her yellow bill and white feathers, she's my mother. And this is her house. She was born here. And now she's going to have her children in this house. A whole family of fluffy little ducklings, and I'm going to be one of them. I'm in this egg. My name is Danielle, and it's time for me to hatch. I'm going to have to use my beak to break this shell. Hello? Anyone there? Phew, this is hard work. Someone forgot to put in a door when they built this egg. I'm almost out. I think my foot's caught on something. How did I ever fit in that little thing? I have a bill and feathers, just like Mother. Here I am with my brothers and sisters, coming out of our house for the first time. We're 2 days old. It's time for our first swimming lesson.
Okay, kids, last one in is a chicken.
Geronimo!
Geronimo!
Oh, it's wet. It's wet.
Oh, look, I'm floating.
yellow fluff called down. We can put our bills in the water like Mom does. And we can glide along the water, too. It looks like magic, doesn't it? Here's our secret. We have webbed feet that make wonderful paddles. And sometimes they really come in handy. Wait up, guys! Mother watches over us as we swim and play. That was fun. But now we're all wet. Where's the towel?
Time to dry off, everybody. Like this, see?
Like this?
That's it. Now you're doing the wet duck dance. Which is more tiring, swimming or doing the wet duck dance?
We're 3 weeks old now. My sister and I are out for a walk, or should I say waddle. Our webbed feet are better for swimming than walking. Where is everyone? Where did everybody go? We're over here. Come in, the water's fine. Well, it's a lot easier than walking. Now that we're older, we're much better swimmers.
Let's play follow the leader.
But who's going to be the leader?
We'll just swim together.
We spend our days swimming and feeding, getting bigger and stronger all the time. It won't be long until we can swim wherever we want in the pond, just like Mother. Guess who these beautiful ducks are? It's us! We're 7 weeks old and almost fully grown.
We can dive down in the water
and swish our tail feathers just like Mother. We'll always love swimming together in our beautiful pond.
They grow. Let's see how they grow.
Springtime is a busy time for animals that live by the pond. But here's an animal that's taking a moment to relax. Can you see her? She's a frog, but not just any frog. This frog is my mother. She's an amphibian. That means she can live on land. or in the water. Right now, she's going to look in on her children. Here we are. Hi, Mom. She's just laid this mass of eggs, and in the center of each egg is a tiny black speck waiting to grow into a tadpole and then into a frog. It's 2 weeks later, and you can see we're beginning to grow into tadpoles. Look, here I am, Ted the tadpole. I'd like to get out of this egg, but it's very hard, like trying to punch your way out of a bag of jelly. Look, everyone, I'm hatching. Look, it's me. I'm a real tadpole now. I'm ready to start changing into a frog. 2 weeks after hatching, I've grown feathery gills so I can breathe oxygen from the water. Ta-da! I'm 2 months old now. I can swim faster every day. And I'm developing lungs inside my body, so I'll be able to breathe air when I'm a frog. Ha! It's Golda the goldfish, and she looks hungry.
Golly, can I go and hide in your reeds? I just saw a very hungry-looking frog, and I don't want to be his gourmet meal.
Hiding from a frog? I'm not falling for that old trick. I'm not that gullible. I'm 3 months old now, and every day I'm feeling more frog-like. And I'm beginning to look more frog-like too. Don't you think so? I spend most of my time looking for food, like tiny water plants and insects that fall into the water. Now look at me. My back legs have grown much bigger. I'll use them to hop about the land when I'm a frog. And I even have front legs too. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. I like to practice saying ribbit. That's what frogs say, you know. Ribbit. I still have my tail. I need it until I'm ready to leave the water. Ribbit, ribbit. Look, I'm 14 weeks old, and I'm a fully formed frog. I can breathe air and live out of the water. I could lick any tadpole in the pond now. Ribbit. But even though I'm a frog, I still have some growing to do. I think I'm trespassing someone's favorite rock. Now I have to learn to live on land and learn about my new neighbors. What's that? It's a mouse! What's a mouse doing by my pond? It's not going for a swim, is it? A swimming mouse! Now I've seen everything. How different everything is on land. I think I'll drop by the old neighborhood and see what everyone's up to. It almost makes me nostalgic for the old days. But I'm a frog now. I'm going to like living on land.
Let's see how they grow.
look closely amidst the grasses, ferns, and leaves beside a quiet pond, you'll find many wonderful creatures. Like this one. She's a salamander, and she's my mother. Salamanders are amphibians. That means we can live on land or water. Right now, she's looking for lunch. Mom doesn't like heavy sauces or artificial ingredients. Only fresh food for her. This looks tempting. A nice juicy worm. Mom's about to have babies, and now she's going to find a safe place in the pond to give birth. Some salamanders lay eggs, like a frog. But other salamanders, like Mom, hatch their eggs inside their body, so that when baby salamanders are born, they already have arms and legs and are ready to swim about. Mom's found the perfect place to have her brood. Look, it's me on the bottom. I'm Sammy the salamander. My brothers and sisters and I spent our first day amidst the reeds where we were born. We are one big happy family. See the resemblance between me and Mom? No? Well, I guess I have a bit of growing to do. I have tiny feathery gills on each side of my head. They take oxygen out of the water. That's how salamanders breathe. Can you see my gills? They look like little fingers, don't they? I use my arms, legs, and tail to swim around and search for food. This is my belly, and that red line is a vein carrying blood around my body. See that red spot moving under my chin? That's my heart. Now, do I look like my mother? No. I guess growing up takes longer than I thought. I'm breathing air. If there isn't enough oxygen in the water, we can swim to the surface and gulp some fresh air. It's been a whole year since I was born. I'm just about fully grown. Now do I look like Mom? Not bad, huh? See my bright yellow spots? They make animals think my skin is poisonous, even though it's not, so they won't eat me. Now it's time to explore the big wide world around the pond. What wonders await me?
My first day hunting alone. I hope I remember all the things my mother taught me. There's so much to remember. Wait, I think I see my lunch.
Leaping lizards, a snake. He'll think I'm poisonous.
What was that rhyme Mother taught me? Spots of yellow, avoid the fellow. Or was it spots of yellow, eat the fellow? Spots of yellow. I better go ask Mom.
That's enough exploring for one day.
If you visit a pond in the springtime or summer, look among the flowers and reeds at the water's edge, and you'll find colorful, wondrous flying insects. Like this one. It's a dragonfly. Like all insects, its body is divided into 3 parts. A head, a thorax in the middle, and an abdomen at the end. And it has 4 wings with tiny veins. The wings are so thin you can see right through them. It has 2 big round eyes for seeing and a pair of antennae for feeling and smelling. And its head can swivel in any direction. And it has 6 hairy legs, like this one. Do you think the dragonfly looks like a dragon? In the early summer, if you look closely, you'll also find beautiful, delicate damselflies. Here's a blue one. They come in a variety of bright colors. Here's a red damselfly. Isn't she pretty? She's my mother. She's about to lay her eggs. Mother finds a reed in the pond and begins slowly lowering herself into the water to lay her eggs. She wants us to be in the water or very close to it when we hatch, so she goes as deep as she can. The eggs are so tiny, you can't even see them. Look, Mother's all the way underwater. She breathes the air trapped around her body. Can you see the air bubbles around her? You can? After she lays her eggs, she dries off. And she doesn't even need a towel or a blow dryer. It's been a year since Mother laid her eggs, and now we've all hatched. This is me, Daisy, and I live underwater. I'm a larva now. That's the first insect stage. I grow quickly, and as I grow, I get too big for my skin, so I shed it several times while I'm a larva. See the antennae on top of my head? And look at my tiny wings. I guess I don't look like a damselfly yet. Most damselflies have these leafy tails, but they can get pulled off in a fight. I like living in the water, but I think I prefer flying to swimming. I'm ready to change into a damselfly. I climb out of the water and find a spot on a leaf or reed and hold on very tight. Then I split my skin and start to push my way out. Ooh, this is a tight fit. I must have put on more weight than I thought. Just a bit more to go. At last, I'm a damselfly. Now I'll pump up my wings and let them dry out. I can't wait to fly. Look, that's my old empty skin hanging on to the reed. I don't know how I ever fit into that thing. I'm ready to explore the world. Pre-flight checklist, antenna set, flight controls check, wings ready, here I go. Up and away. Whee! Look, all my brothers and sisters are flying too. Red, green, blue damselflies. This sure beats swimming.
they'll have more time to play.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
Puppies just love to chew, and their teeth get stronger when they do. All the piggies in the puddle love to cuddle in the muddle. See the little baby bunnies with their fuzzy little tummies.
There's chickens, ladybug, even snakes can use a hug.
Growing up like me and you.
Let's see how they grow.
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 All creatures begin life as babies, just like you did. As they grow, they learn from their parents, from brothers and sisters and playmates, and from the world around them. They learn about neighbors and friends, about new things they've never seen before, and about playing and working together.
Look at this pretty little ladybug with her gleaming bright red shell. She's searching for little insects called aphids. Now she's cleaning herself as she hangs onto the leaf with 2 of her 6 legs. Ladybugs are actually beetles, flying beetles. The ladybug's hard shell covers and protects 2 transparent wings and prevents them from drying out. In the summer, she lays tiny golden eggs under a leaf. She lays them near aphids, so when we hatch, we'll have something to eat. After 4 days we hatch. We're no bigger than a pinhead at first. At this stage of my life, I'm called a larva. Now I'm off to find some aphids. I wonder what they look like. What's that? It's an aphid. It's coming this way. It's so much bigger than me. Come back. Here comes another one. But how am I supposed to catch it? Is this how you do it? Ride him, cowboy. This isn't working. Maybe I'll have to find a smaller aphid to eat. Over the next 18 days, I shed my skin 3 times, and each time I get bigger. Can you see my spots beginning to appear? I guess I'm not as pretty as a full-grown ladybug yet. Now I'm ready to do some serious aphid eating. I feast on aphids for 3 weeks. That gives me the energy for my next change. I'm going to turn into a pupa, which is also called a chrysalis. After that, I'll be a pretty ladybug. Gardeners like ladybugs because we eat so many aphids. Aphids can be very harmful to some plants. All my brothers and sisters are out eating aphids too. Sometimes we share a meal. Excuse me, have you seen any more aphids around here? Maybe down the stalk. Now I'm ready to begin changing into a beautiful ladybug. I attach myself to a plant by a foot at the end of my abdomen. In an insect, the abdomen is the end part of the body. After a while, my outer skin will peel back, and underneath I am a pupa. I stay in here for about 2 weeks, while inside I'm changing into a ladybug. Then finally it's time to come out. I split my case and try to squeeze out. Whoa, this is a tight fit. Now at last I can rest. My wings unfold and dry, and my soft shell begins to harden, and gradually the color appears on my back. Now I'm a beautiful ladybug, just like my mother. I'm hungry for an aphid. If anyone asks, I'll be in the garden.
Let's see how they grow. Let's see how they grow.
Look at this spider. What's she carrying? She's carrying an egg sac. She guards it closely and she's very careful with it. It's made of silk and it protects the eggs inside. Now she's weaving the stems of grass together. She wants to make a safe place to put her egg sac. That's why this is called a nursery web spider. Look, she's made a nursery tent using her silk thread and the pieces of grass. Now she'll attach her egg sac to the inside of the web where it's safe and wait for her babies to hatch. One of them will be me. We have just started to hatch. We're called spiderlings when we first come out of our eggs. Here we are, all grouped together, still in the protection of our nursery tent. We don't have eyes or claws or spinnerets for making thread. Mother is outside the tent, keeping a lookout for danger and guarding us. After a few days, we shed our skin. Can you see me under the leaf? I have a hairy body and 4 pairs of bristly legs. Spiders have spinnerets for spinning silk to make webs with, like this garden spider. It's nighttime now, and he's busily spinning his web. He draws the silk thread from his spinnerets using his legs. It takes a lot of practice to be able to do it this smoothly. The spider goes round and round, round and round and round, in and out, in and out, in and out, spinning his thread and drawing it out at the same time to make a beautiful web. It looks delicate, but it's very strong. It only takes about 1 hour to make an intricate web like this, and most spiders make a new one every day, even if their old one is still undamaged. He's nearly finished. He eats a little hole right in the center of the web so he can easily get to either side. All done. Now, he waits. Ah, he's caught something. Now he's wrapping it up to save for a meal later on. I wonder if I'll ever be able to build a web like that. Well, I guess I'm going to need a little practice.
know what this is? It's a butterfly. See how its eyes have many different sides? Like a diamond. Look how it drinks nectar from the flower with its proboscis. There are many different types of butterflies, and each has a favorite type of flower. This butterfly has just laid her eggs under the leaf of a nettle because that's her favorite food, and ours. I'm inside one of the eggs. See how they are exactly the same color as the leaf to help hide us. After a while, the eggs change color and we begin to hatch out as caterpillars. We bite our shells open and then we have to struggle to crawl out. Look, I did it! I have a dark head, but the rest of my body is almost completely transparent. We eat all day long, but I have a lot of growing to do before I'm as large as this big guy. As I get bigger, my skin starts to feel tighter. Finally, it's too tight to live in, so I split my old skin and wriggle out of it. That's better. Now I can eat some more. Look how much bigger I've grown. Now that we're bigger, we eat even more, so we'll have enough energy to change from crawling caterpillars into beautiful butterflies. When a group of caterpillars like us gathers together and starts eating, it doesn't take very long for a juicy clump of nettles that looks like this to look like this. Now I'm ready for my final molt, when my body changes for the last time. I found a safe place to rest, and I've anchored myself to a stem with silk thread I make all by myself. I force off my old skin by slowly and carefully pushing it off me. The black is my old skin, and the yellow is the new me. It's hard work pushing this old skin off. Look, underneath my caterpillar skin, I've changed into a beautiful pupa or chrysalis. Once I've completely shed my skin, I wriggle into a comfortable position and then wait. Outside, only my color changes, but inside, I'm changing into a butterfly. After about 10 days, when I'm ready to come out, my chrysalis splits open and I can gently release myself. To pump my wings full of blood and stay here for at least an hour to let them dry out and harden.
can practice uncurling my proboscis, too. Look, I can do it already. Now I'm a beautiful butterfly. I can spread my wings like all the other beautiful butterflies.
Let's see how they grow. Let's see how they grow.
Look at this lovely grasshopper. It's my mother. Isn't she pretty? She has 4 eyes, an armor-plated body, wings, and 3 pairs of legs, 6 in all. She hears through a hole under the wings. This is her ear. And she breathes out of tiny holes in her abdomen called spiracles. The antennae on her head are her feelers. My mother lays her eggs in a hole in the ground. Here we are. I'm inside one of these eggs. After about 3 weeks, we begin to hatch. At this stage, we're called nymphs. We struggle to climb out of the ground. Look, the second one is me. The first thing we do is shed our skin. We pump our bodies up and push our skin off behind us. As soon as I'm out of my skin, I can jump away. After a few days, I've grown a bit, and my body has hardened and become much darker. As I grow, I shed my skin. This is called molting. Each time it happens, I change color. My wings begin to grow, but they're still so tiny that I can't fly at all yet. Grasshoppers like to live in large groups, sometimes millions of us together, and we spend most of our time eating. That makes us very unpopular with farmers. We can eat a whole crop of food in no time. But we need to eat a lot to give us the strength to grow, until finally we're ready to molt for the last time and change into an adult grasshopper. First, I find a plant to hang from. I attach myself firmly and very gently push myself out of my old skin, bit by bit. I have to be very, very careful so I don't fall. Can you see my new body coming out? It takes me about a half hour to wriggle completely free. When I'm almost completely out of my old skin, I hang upside down for a while and rest. My soft body begins to harden and my wings start to open up. Can you see how my wings have opened up? Now I'm a full-sized adult grasshopper, and soon I'll change color and become more yellow. There, now I'm a real adult. See you later.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
We'll see birds hatch from their eggs. They can hardly stand on their legs. And spiders use their spinners to help catch their dinner, so they'll have more time to play.
Let's see how they grow, let's see how they grow.
Puppies just love to chew, and their teeth get stronger when they do. All the piggies in the puddle love to cuddle in the muddle. See the little baby bunnies with their fuzzy little tummies.
There's chickens